Hi everyone, here again. Um, I would be taking you through the overview of the Embedly dashboard, right? I would not be based on any specifics like I've done in any video, right? I will be taking you through all the modules in the dashboard. So the first module is the dashboard module. When you log into your Embedly dashboard, you would see this. You see org ID, you see your organization name, an overview of your balances. You can see the total balance of your customers, total balance of your organization wallets, and the total balance of money in your ecosystem. This particular one. Yeah. So you can see all of your organization wallets. You can click on view wallets to see, right? Now you can see payouts. Speaking about this in another video. You can also do split payouts. I've spoken about this also in another video, right? So it's pretty much straightforward. You can create new organization wallets right here, right? You just put the extra alias you want and then you create the wallet. That's it. The next module is the wallets module. This is to see all your customer wallets and their balances right on the dashboard. You can pick a date range to see from inception. You can export all data like PDF, Excel, and CSV, right? You can manage wallet to see the total transactions inside the particular wallet, right? So that's it. You can see the account number, the amount. It's here the customer is on, right? So that's it for the wallet. So in the transactions module, you can see all transactions that have been done in your ecosystem for all type of wallets, your organization wallet, your customer's wallet, right? You can view all credits, view all debits, view all transactions. You can select the date range. You can search for transaction. You can export the transaction after searching for it, right? So everything transactions is on this particular module. Customers modules. So you know that the flow for creating a wallet on Embedly is you have to create a customer first and then use the customer ID to create a wallet. So this shows you the customers that you have. So there can be some cases where the amount of customers you have is more than the wallets that you have. That's because wallets have not been created for the other customers who are left. So these are all your customers, the customer ID, first name, middle name, last name, date join, status. You can manage customer to see the customer details, shows customer details, BVN, NIN, gender, date of birth, occupation, employment status, source of funds, birth declaration, mother's maiden name, the organization ID they're from, the next of kin details, also their wallet details. Right, so this shows an overview of every single thing, address, city, user ID, every single thing, right? Customer verified, yes. So that's it majorly for this particular one. You can also create a customer via UI, which I have explained in another video, right? So the next module is the POS terminal module, which you can use to request for terminal. You can see your requests, you can see your POS devices, right? That's just majorly. The next module is customer KYC. This speaks to tier 3 customers. So for those who you request tier 1 and tier 2 customers are normal, but for tier 3, tier 3 is the strongest form of verification. So once you request for a tier 3 verification for a customer via API, it appears here and then you can track because compared to NIN and BVN validation, which is immediate, as soon as you call the API, it gives you a response that is successful and wallet moves to tier 1 when all details have been provided. For this, there will be checks, right? There will be extra checks to confirm that you actually stay at the address that you imputed, that you actually own the utility bill that you submitted. So it takes about 24 to 40 hours. So you can check, you can see the ones that are pending. For this particular profile, I've not requested for tier 3 for this particular profile. That's pending. You can see rejected, those that the team who make the check rejects, and then the approved, those that have been approved to move to tier 3. Next module is the cashback module, which just allows you configure cashback for your customers. So, for example, you want to appreciate your customers, so you say anytime they send money into their wallets, so this can be a form of incentive. So, whenever to encourage customers to use their wallets more, anytime they fund their wallets, they get maybe 5% cashback. Right? Let me just show you an easy way to configure. Configuration name, let's say inflow, because that's inflow. They are sending money to their wallet. Inflow cashback. You choose the wallet at which the money will be sent from. Inflow transactions. You put the minimum transaction amount so that it's not just anybody. So let's assume we want people to send from above 5,000. So once they send 5,000, you give them to about maybe, let's say, 1 million. Yeah. So the cashback rate will be 5%. So for anybody who sends 5,000, they get to 50. For anybody who sends 1 million, they get 50K. I'm sure people would want to be sending 1 million at every point in time, right? So that, and people would then ask you, what if I send 2 million? So you can just come here and then move this to, let's assume, 8 million, right? But I don't think any organization will do that actually, because why am I giving you 400,000? You never can tell. So they leave it as capped at 1 million, right? So that's just all about the cashback configuration. The next is teams and permission. So this shows you all the people that you have invited to your profile. So you as an organization, you have maybe operations team. You give them the accesses they need. You should be able to see dashboard, do split payouts, organization wallet. You give some other people, maybe your product manager has just view to something so that you can use for analysis for their reports. Like this person now has access to just dashboard settings, organization wallet, customer, APIs and integration, user management appears terminal. Does not have as much access as this person, right? So that's just it. Right here, you can add new members, but my permission does not my permission for this test profile does not allow me to add. I would have to log in using the other email, right? So the next is checkout accounts. As we all know, checkout is also a product of Embedly. So you can view your various primary and secondary prefixes after they have been assigned to you. And then when you create a wallet for any of them, you can check the wallets that has been created for them. And I've not used this for checkout before. I've used other profiles, so that's why it's pretty much empty. So the last but not the least is um, APIs and integration. So this just allows you to see your API keys. Your API key you can copy, you can regenerate, and also your webhook URL. So if you want to get webhooks for all sort of transactions, inflow, payout, cards, checkout, all you need to do is input your webhook URL here. And then you start to get webhooks immediately for all events possible. So when I open this is my staging API key, right? I can regenerate. Now that I've shown you guys, I can regenerate as much as I want, right? This is not the full API key. So when I click on regenerate, are you sure you want to regenerate? Yes. Hope you can see that's TN9B. When I regenerate, successfully it has changed to no thanks. That's changed to JEO01PP. So I can keep regenerating as much as I want, right? But not everyone in your organization would have access to do this. Some people can just view the API key, but cannot regenerate. And some people won't be able to view the API key at all. Depends on their accesses. So that's pretty much it about the overview of Embedly. Thank you very much for the time. See you in the next video.